No woman has ever taken the reins and ruled China all by herself. That is until WuZetian came into the picture. She entered the Tang Palace at the age of 13 and became a concubine of Emperor Taizong. However, she was not one of Taizong's favorite concubines because of concubine Su, who gained a lot of favor over Wu. After Taizong's death in 649, she and the other concubines were sent to Ganye Temple to be nuns. The next emperor in line was named Li Zhi, but then was titled Gaozhong after his coronation. Luckily for Wu Zetian, she had a history with Li Zhi when she was still in the palace. So when Li Zhi came to Ganye Temple to offer incense on his father's death, Wu Zetian seized the opportunity to remind the new emperor of their past, and he was captured by her beauty, and requested for her to return to the palace. Also, at the same time, Gaozhong's wife, Empress Wang, and concubine Xiao were fighting over the emperor's favor. So in order to gain his favor, Empress Wang supported his decision to bring back Wu Zetian, for at that time she didn't see Wu as a threat at all. Wu gained favor with both the emperor and the empress by showing respect to them, and she was soon promoted to Zhao Yi, which is the highest ranking of the 9 concubines, in the second rank. Soon after, she helped Empress Wang depose concubine Xiao to a commoner, and from thereafter, Empress Wang was her only threat, so Wu wanted to get rid of her. Wu Zetian had a daughter, who Empress Wang loved dearly, for the empress didn't have any children. One day, soon after the empress had finished playing with Wu's daughter, Wu came in and smothered the child with a pillow, choking her. Then when the emperor came, she greeted him, but as soon as they went into the daughter's room, she saw the dead body and burst into tears dramatically. The reason that Wu was not a suspect is because there's a saying in China, all men, good or bad, rarely ill-treat their children. Therefore, Empress Wang was the suspect of murder, and the raging emperor deposed her. To depose an empress required agreement from the senior ministers, and the prime ministers Chu Suiliang and Zhang Sun Wuji were opposed of the idea. However, several other ministers decided to side with Wu and told the emperor that it was his decision to make. In 655, she was finally installed as empress. However, she wanted more power and began to participate in state affairs. At the same time, she deposed the prime minister and Zhang Sun Wuji. In 660, the emperor fell ill and his eyesight became weak, so he let the empress take care of state affairs. After she had ruled a while, the emperor Gaozhong wanted to reduce her power and planned to depose her by asking a senior minister to draft up a decree. Empress Wu heard wind of this and immediately had the senior minister executed. In 673, Gaozhong passed away, and in 674, the new emperor, Weizhong, was just a puppet, and the empress held all the power. Finally, in 690, she proclaimed herself as Shengshen, emperor. Scared of losing power, she killed her eldest and second sons, deposed her third son, and put her fourth son under house arrest. She also named social statuses of all those in China with the last name Wu. Also, a big part she played for China was elevating the status of Buddhism above Taoism and building temples named Danyun Temple in each prefecture of capital regions. She used Buddhist scriptures and led the way in the creation of visual representations of Buddha. She actually used Buddhism to legitimize her authority, though. She also had an affair with a Buddhist monk named Huayu that helped her employ Buddhist personnel for political reasons. Dayun Jing Shenghuan is a commentary stating that Wu is an incarnation of Maitreya. In 690, there was an edict that distributed the commentary to Buddhist monasteries all over the Tang Empire, and she added the name Chishi to her title. In 705, she finally brought back her abdicated eldest son and stepped down. A man named Han Yu sent a letter to the new emperor regarding Buddhism being a bad relief. His arguments were the lifespans of emperors that were non-Buddhist, and also the lifespan of dynasties such as the Emperor Wu of the Liang dynasty, who died due to starvation, which Han Yu blamed on Buddhism. In 845, the Tang Emperor launched a full-scale persecution of Buddhists, where more than 4,600 monasteries and 40,000 temples were destroyed. Monks were defrocked, and foreign monks were defrocked and deported. The persecution lasted 20 months, and Buddhism never fully recovered from its peak during the early Tang Dynasty. In the end, no great feats comparable to the great creation of the Longmen caves were ever accomplished again.